Welcome to TRN Podcast, episode 149.
Great to be here.
Today, we're zooming right into a really interesting development in German politics and business. It's the relationship between Katherina Reiche, who's the designated Federal Minister of Economic Affairs, and Karl-Theodor Guttenberg.
Right, the former Minister of Defense and also Economic Affairs himself. Quite the pairing.
Exactly. And for you, our listeners who want to quickly grasp the key developments, we're going to unpack this connection and, well, explore its potential implications.
Absolutely. It's definitely a story that's got Berlin talking. The official confirmation finally landed, didn't it?
It did. Their lawyer, Christian Schurz, confirmed it to the German press agency, the DEPA.
Which put an end to, quite a bit of speculation that had been swirling around for some time.
So let's dig into what this really means. To understand the significance, maybe we should start with Katherina Reiche's background.
Good idea. She hails from Luckenwalde in Brandenburg.
Right. And now she's tapped for the top job at the Federal Ministry of Economic Affairs. That's in the new Black-Red coalition under Friedrich Merz. It's quite a prominent position.
It really is. And her political journey is, well, quite extensive. She was a member of the German Bundestag from 1998 all the way to 2015.
15 years.
Right.
And within the CDU-CSU parliamentary group.
She held a key role there, too. Deputy chairwoman from 2005 to 2009. Her portfolio then covered education and research policy and also the environment. That definitely shaped her political profile, you'd imagine.
And then came government roles, state secretary positions.
Yes. First at the Federal Ministry for the Environment, Nature Conservation and Nuclear Safety.
Okay.
And later, she moved to the Federal Ministry of Transport and Digital Infrastructure. That was until 2015.
Right. And after 2015, she made that switch into the private sector, which is an interesting path.
Very interesting. First, she was managing director of the Association of Local Utilities, the VKU, in Berlin.
Okay, the VKU.
And currently, she's CEO of West Energy. That's a major E.ON subsidiary right in the energy sector.
So, a deep background in both politics and now, very relevantly, energy and business management. That experience seems pretty valuable for an economics minister.
No doubt. That intersection of public policy and private industry, it's a strong foundation for her new role.
Okay, let's turn to Karl-Theodor Guttenberg. His political past is, well, it's still very much in the public consciousness, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. He held those same high offices, Minister of Economic Affairs, starting February 2009.
He was young then, wasn't he? The youngest ever, I think.
That's right, 37 years old. Became the youngest to hold that office, and then subsequently Minister of Defense, a very high-profile period.
And part of a very high-profile couple back then, too.
With his then-wife, Stephanie, they were often called the German Kennedys. That image was very powerful.
Until the announcement of their separation in 2023, that came as a surprise to many, I think.
It did. They had been seen as this political power couple for so long.
Of course, his political career itself ended rather abruptly in 2011.
Yes, the plagiarism affair surrounding his doctoral thesis, that led to his resignation from all political offices. Major fallout.
But he didn't exactly disappear, did he? He's remained active, just in different fields.
Correct. He's worked as a consultant and entrepreneur. He's also been involved in media co-producing and moderating documentaries, other journalistic formats, too.
And he published a book recently.
Yes, just last autumn in 2023. 3 Sekunden Notizen aus der Gegenwart. 3 seconds notes from the present. So he's still observing, still commenting on current affairs.
Okay, so bringing it back to the present. What does the confirmation of this relationship signify, given these backgrounds?
Well, the immediate thought for many, I suppose, is the potential perception of Reiche and Guttenberg as a new glamour couple in German politics.
Right. Similar to his previous public persona, perhaps, but now in a different context. They're both likely to attract significant media attention together.
Almost certainly. Both have individually commanded media focus in the past. Reiche in politics and business, Guttenberg in politics and, well, his subsequent activities. They're joining forces personally. It definitely creates a narrative.
And there's another angle, isn't there? One could argue that through his partner, Guttenberg might regain a sort of informal access, a connection back to the inner circle of federal politics, even though he's officially withdrawn.
That's a really interesting point to consider. He holds no formal political office, obviously, but being the partner of the designated economics minister, well, that inevitably places him close to the center of power again.
It raises questions about potential influence, or at least perception of influence, doesn't it? How might those dynamics play out?
Exactly. It's uncharted territory in a way. How will this relationship be navigated publicly and politically? How might it affect perceptions of Reiche's ministry or decisions? These are valid questions.
Especially when you consider their individual histories. Reiche's steady rise and current key role, Guttenberg's dramatic political arc, and continued public profile. How do you think the public might react to this new political power couple?
It's complex. You have her current position of immense responsibility in government. You have his still significant name recognition and, let's say, controversial past for some. It's a potent mix.
The combination is certainly potent. Their personal relationship woven into this tapestry of high-level politics and business. The full impact, as you say, we'll likely only see over time.
It definitely bears watching. How this connection influences the political atmosphere, potentially even policy discussions. It's a development worth keeping an eye on.
A remarkable situation, really. It highlights how personal lives and political careers can intertwine in, well, quite unexpected ways sometimes.
And it does shine a light on those informal networks, the personal connections that often play a role, sometimes unseen, in the political sphere.
So that brings us towards the end of our discussion today. We've covered the key facts about the relationship between Katherina Reiche and Karl-Theodor zu Guttenberg, looking at their significant backgrounds in German politics and the economy.
And we want to leave you, our listeners, with a final thought to ponder.
Yes. Consider the dynamics, the potential implications of this very high-profile relationship, given their individual careers, their pasts, and the current political landscape in Germany.
What might this signify for that intersection of politics, public life, and maybe even private influence? Something for you to think about.